So hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today what I'm going to be doing is, based on the title, you already know that I am going to be unboxing the brand new iPhone 16 Pro. There is a lot of backstory with how I actually got this phone into my hands. And before I do the unboxing, I just wanted to give a brief update on that backstory. So ever since the iPhone 10 or iPhone X, whatever you decide to call, I've always received the iPhone on the launch day. And never has it ever been outside of that launch day. I never had any delays, never expected any issues with my deliveries. I've always had the iPhone on the launch day ever since the iPhone 10. But this year, the year of iPhone 16, my streak was finally broken, and it was broken due to a carrier issue where they ran out of stock on my configuration. September 14th was the pre-order date here in Australia, and as soon as the pre-orders went live, I instantly placed the order for my iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I picked the Desert Titanium, the 1TB version. And to this date, and I'm recording this video on the 2nd of October and it's 10:10 p.m. I still haven't received my Desert Titanium 1TB iPhone 16 Pro Max, and I do not know when I'm gonna get the delivery of it. I have checked with the carrier and they have no clue on when I could get the delivery. But for my girlfriend, what I did was I was like, okay, let me place the order for an iPhone 16 Pro, the white titanium and the 1TB version, and I placed the order last night, and just today I got the delivery, and it was so instant, so smooth, so good that she did not have to wait. So in this video, I'm gonna be actually unboxing the iPhone 16 Pro, but not my unit because mine's the Pro Max. I'm gonna be unboxing her unit because it has arrived within less than 24 hours of actually putting this on order. And I ordered on September 14th, which was the day of pre-order, and on the launch day I did not get it, but she ordered like more than 2 weeks later, and the very next day after the order she received hers. So without any further delays, let's just unbox the iPhone 16 Pro that's inside of this box. This is slightly different way of me unboxing because usually I would do it in the table, but at the moment I'm doing it while standing here. So we can see that it's in this kind of packaging, and as you can see, the packaging is very slim. The one reason why this is very slim is because ever since, the phone companies decided they don't want to include any sort of charger in the box has been very slim, ergo the packaging is also very slim. Ooh, okay, so I actually pulled this out of the box, and you can see here it says iPhone 16 Pro white titanium 1TB. I don't know if the camera is focusing or not, but yeah, this is the configuration she actually wanted. Well, not in terms of the storage, but in terms of the color. My girlfriend preferred the white titanium, so that's why I ordered the white titanium. The 1TB version, I just wanted to be on the safe side to ensure that she doesn't run out of storage, so that's why I ordered the 1TB version even for her. So yeah, let's now unbox this. And unboxing Apple products is quite straightforward because you have these green arrow and you just pull on them. So there's one on the top and then there's one on the bottom. So let's just pull that. So we'll do this. Okay, that's done. Now it's quite simple. We just lift it up and then, okay, the white titanium actually looks good. And this is the first time I'm holding the iPhone 16 Pro. I did play around with the iPhone 16 Pro Max at the Apple Store, but did not get a chance to play around with the iPhone 16 Pro. The only difference between the two is just the size difference. Apart from that, everything is basically the same. So yeah, let's put the phone to the side and let's see what we get in the box, which again, it's not much. It's basically this one cable, but there is a difference in the cable this year around because it's a braided cable, and I hope the camera actually focuses and does justice to this. And as you can see, we also get a SIM ejector tool right here, and that's basically it. There's nothing else in the box. You get nothing else included. And yes, these braided cables are USB-C to USB-C, and that's everything. So now what we'll be doing is we'll be taking the iPhone 16 Pro and then we'll be peeling this off. I hope the microphone picks the sound. Oh my God, this screen, man. It looks small for me because I've mostly been familiar with the Pro Maxes. I prefer to use big phones, but this feels quite manageable, easy to use by one hand, and it's much more pocketable. And again, this is primarily because I'm moving from, a bigger screen. Well, not moving because this phone is gonna be used by my girlfriend anyways, but because I'm holding this and I don't generally hold like a smaller version of the iPhone, I've always used the Pro Max version. So yeah, this kind of feels like very much different, like, and I don't know if I were to pocket this daily, what the experience would be like. Maybe that's something that I should look at, maybe pocketing iPhone, maybe a smaller version day to day, and experiencing how that actually works. Is it much more going to be a better experience than a much larger iPhone like the iPhone 16 Pro Max? I don't know, we'll have to see about that. But yeah, I think let's power this on for the very first time. Okay, I see the Apple logo and I hope there's some charge. Usually there is. Man, I really love this. Well, whilst this is powering on, I think what we will do is we'll talk about the outer features of the iPhone 16 Pro. So we have here the new button, which is the camera button. And again, I don't know if I should call this a button or a touch capacitive. Maybe this is like 2-in-1, but this is for controlling your camera. There is again a feature or functionality that is yet to come out with a software update, which when you click is basically going to act similar to what Google Lens would do. But yeah, this is going to be quite handy if you want to be able to quickly record or shoot something, which pretty sure from the lock screen, if you just swipe to the right, you will be able to access the camera anyways. So I don't think you would be like, oh, this actually solves the problem of me having to take photos or videos instantly, because that never was a problem, because you could always swipe right and do that anyways. So I don't know why this button was added. I don't understand the rationale behind it, but well, it's there now. And again, on the top, we have the power button, and on the other side, we have the volume rocker and the action button. We also have a SIM tray over here. Now, this does work with eSIM, so you don't necessarily have to use a physical SIM, but again, you have the option. I think in the US, you no longer have the option of adding a physical SIM to the iPhone and you have to rely on eSIM. But here in Australia, you have the option of actually using physical SIM. So that's that. And again, we have USB-C right here. For my girlfriend, this is going to be quite the update because she's using lightning cables. And again, she's moving from iPhone 14 Pro to iPhone 16 Pro. So this is going to be a much better experience for her in terms of camera, in terms of much better performance than the iPhone 14 Pro. Nothing noticeable for a user like her who is not much concerned about performance or cameras. For her, this is just like, you know, like a tool to call, to text, to video call back home. So it's not gonna be much different for her. But for someone like me, the ability to, you know, record outside and then have the ability to take away the background noises, which is one of the functionalities in the camera of the iPhone 16 Pro and the 16 Pro Max, and maybe even the iPhone 16, I need to confirm that. But having that ability for someone like me is quite beneficial, especially when, say, I would go outside and vlog and I don't want maybe a truck honking or something like that. That really adds value to a user like me. So for me, this is gonna be quite good. But now, yeah, the phone is powered on. Let's go through the interface and set everything up now. So now we are looking at the setup screen here. We'll select English and our region is Australia, so we'll set that. Okay, this can be default, so we'll hit continue. We can set up without another device. So what this means is you can set this device up like from the scratch, or you can, you know, use your existing device and transfer everything. So it's up to you on what you want to do and how you want to do it. And then we can set up the Wi-Fi here. So let me do that off camera. Okay, so Wi-Fi is connected and now it says it may take a few minutes to activate your iPhone. So I'll let that be for now. On the data and privacy side, you have to do continue. And then for setup iPhone, you can set up for myself, and you now have to set up Face ID. So whoever's going to be using this phone, they would need to scan the face and set up the Face ID. Okay, now what you see here on my left hand is the iPhone 14 Pro, and on my right hand is the brand new iPhone 16 Pro. So what I've done is I'm transferring all of the existing data from my girlfriend's current iPhone 14 Pro to the brand new iPhone 16 Pro, and it's saying it's going to take about 2 hours, which is completely fine, and I'm going to let this be. So yeah, this is going to be quite a good experience, at least for her, because this is a brand new phone, which is going to be much better experience, much better performance, which again, as I said before, she's not going to realize much difference between the two. Maybe when taking photos or videos, whenever she needs to, maybe accessing the camera from the dedicated shutter button, maybe that's going to be a different experience for her, because she currently, to be honest, does not know to swipe right from the lock screen to be able to open the camera anyways. And knowing that there is a dedicated button, she's naturally going to be inclined to press that button to be able to access the camera. So I think that's a good sign. But I can also be, you know, like at the same time experiencing a much smaller version of the iPhone 16. And I think that's going to be good for me as well till my iPhone 16 Pro Max comes, which is going to be the bigger, badder version of basically this. So yeah, that's been it for this video. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing of the brand new 16 Pro Pro. What I'm also going to be doing is maybe after this is set up, because she's going to be continuing to use the iPhone 16 Pro for a couple of days till everything is fully set up and functional on the 16 Pro. And she's also going to wait for her case for the new phone to arrive, a screen protector for the new phone to arrive before she actually starts using this. So I can use that time to, you know, play with the phone, experience the 16 Pro, and then formulate some kind of, you know, maybe a comparison with the iPhone 14 Pro, or even maybe the current iPhone that I have, which is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. And again, I'm gonna disregard the screen size, and I'm just gonna be comparing the performance and seeing, you know, how much of a difference from the 15 Pro, the 16 Pro is gonna actually be. And I don't think there's gonna be that big of a difference in performance between the 15 Pro and the 16 Pro. And I definitely don't think people who have the 15 Pro should upgrade to the 16 Pro, because again, there's not much of a difference. There's just a dedicated camera button, and yes, the chipset is brand new, but that should not mean that the performance is gonna be super different. So yeah, I don't think people with the iPhone 15 Pro, or maybe even the iPhone 14 Pro, should upgrade. The only reason I upgraded my girlfriend from the iPhone 14 Pro to the iPhone 16 Pro was primarily because she is on a plan where she can easily trade in the device and change to a brand new one without any extra cost. So I thought maybe why not? And she was running out of storage on her 256 gigs of the iPhone 14 Pro. So I was like, maybe let's just order the 1 terabyte for the 16 Pro. It's a brand new phone. You're gonna have more storage, so why not? So that's why we got this for her. And it was about damn time to actually switch for her as well. So it just made sense. So that's why we ordered this for her. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to be able to use this for a couple of days before she actually switches to this one fully. So yeah, in about a few days, I'll make a review video or first impressions video, and we'll see then how I like this one. So till then, peace.